It's the girl who has the Pinterest perfect life, who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. She goes and she eats her avocado toast with her egg, maybe, and a smoothie, and she just has everything in line. I've never seen this girl with a piece of chicken. I don't even know if that girl is happy. And I'm wondering, why are we all trying to become that girl? Like, hey there, loved ones. Welcome to Fully Loving Yourself. I'm your girl, Sonya Star J, your sis with the tips. I hope y'all can see me. There's not really too much light in this house. Hopefully, we're about to move soon, so I'll be, with the luxury girls and the material girls. Not that I'm trying to be, though. Not that I'm trying to be. It's just that we're about to upgrade our lives. Today, I really just wanted to have a very candid conversation about minimalism and Black girl luxury, or the Black girl luxury movement. I love it. I love seeing it, but I have to be honest, I'm struggling with it a little bit. I'm struggling with seeing it or living up to it, and sometimes believing that I can have those things, and then I think, like, do I even want those things, or do I only want them because I'm seeing other people with them? And I'm not even that kind of person. I'm completely okay with having less. Like, I'm okay with not having certain things because I like to keep my money in my pocket. Like, I like to keep my coins because I like to travel. That's my idea of luxury. And I think that's also a thing too. We have to identify what our idea of luxury is. And so honestly, I'm grateful that, the Black girl luxury movement is on social media and that it's there for us to see and partake in. And I think that it's teaching a lot of younger Black girls and even women like myself that you deserve to have these things that have always been centered around white women and whiteness and white femininity. It's showing us that it's okay to be soft. It's okay to be taken care of, whether by yourself or by someone else. Like, it's okay to do these things. And I love it. One Target run and a conversation with my boyfriend later, it made me think that this whole Black girl luxury thing is not really a new thing when we think about the Ashley Banks or the Hillary Banks and, girl like that from the 80s and 90s. It's not really new for us, but the movement is new. And I wonder why that is. It's like now we're bringing more awareness to the fact that we deserve this luxury. We've been deserved this luxury. So that's very interesting to me. As I'm growing more into my femininity and allowing myself to be loved on, allowing myself to be soft, not feeling like I have to be in control of everything, because I also think that that aggression and that need for control might be a trauma response if you really think about it. Like, having to be in control of everything, that's because of my anxiety. And when I allow my partner or someone else to be in control of something, I'm releasing the pressure on myself. I'm relieving myself of that stress. And I'm allowing myself to just exist, to just be. And that's okay. Or we have to learn to let it be okay. Taking care of ourselves, putting ourselves ahead of everybody else in our lives. I don't know if I'm a minimalist or if I'm just cheap, or if it's just that I was never shown the luxury part of life. Being a Black girl, growing up in Section 8 on food stamps, it was just you get it how you live and you do what you have to do to survive. Maybe it's not cheap or minimalism or anti-luxury. Maybe it's just a relationship with money. Like I said, having to grow up in survival mode, not wanting to spend money out of fear of going broke again, wanting to hold on to all of my money so that I'm not trying to figure out how my bills are going to get paid. I'm not one of those, and I'm not willing to risk like my credit score. I don't want to have super high credit accounts. Like, I don't want high credit balances. And I know that a lot of these luxurious experiences and a lot of these luxury items and materials are bought with credit. So that's another point as well. So now that we're in this age of Black luxury or Black girl luxury, and I'm seeing all these things, it makes me happy to see all of these Black girls and these Black women doing all of these things to make their lives romanticized, and they're doing more self-care and just like pouring into themselves so much, which I advocate for. And I'm learning a lot about things that I've never seen women do in my life before, other than being on TV. And while I hope that a lot of this Black girl luxury is real and that it's not just a facade, and you know, people are faking this movement or faking the things that they're doing or how they're getting them, because it gives me and girls like me something to aspire towards. When I was in my early 20s, I loved to travel. I loved to buy the bags. I loved to get dolled up and get cute and all of those things. So I love seeing that for our people. And so, like I said, I've been battling with the upgrade of wanting to or having to pay more in rent, because I don't agree with the cost of living. Right now, my rent is only $700. And I know you're probably like, what the hell, $700? Yeah, we got to steal. Our rent's only $700. And now I'm about to have to go into the real world where rent is $1,400, upwards of $1,700, and the housing market is trash for people my age right now. So we don't have many options. So I like to buy things, but I don't like to spend money. Am I the only one that's like that? Like, I like to have things, but I don't like to spend my money on things. And another thing with also defining what our idea of luxury is for ourselves is also taking everything that we see with a grain of salt. Like, you go on TikTok, go on YouTube, and you see everybody doing their that girl routine. It's the girl who has the Pinterest perfect life, who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. She goes and she eats her avocado toast with her egg, maybe, and a smoothie, and she just has everything in line. I've never seen this girl with a piece of chicken. I don't even know if that girl is happy. And I'm wondering, why are we all trying to become that girl? Like, I understand, like, the things behind it, like the discipline, having routine, but also for people who are more impressionable, I think it's also important for people who have big influence to say, like, your routine doesn't have to look like this. You don't have to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. You could go at 6 o'clock. You don't have to starve yourself. Like, you can have a piece of bacon, you know, like, you can have the things that you enjoy and the things that you love. And I think that more so becoming that girl is just becoming a better version of yourself for you, not what everybody else's that girl routine looks like and feels like. Really learning to have that inner peace and that self-awareness for yourself, not because you're trying to fit an aesthetic or trying to look like you're doing something that you're really not doing, or trying to fit into this image that might not be the image for you. And it could honestly cause you to be really depressed. Like, there was a point in time where I literally tried to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym. I was depressed. That's not my life. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person. I like to go to the gym at night when there's not a lot of people there. I like to be by myself. I like to work at night. My routine looks completely different than a lot of these girls. But that's okay. And that's my point, is that it's okay if your routine and your journey looks different than other people's. It's supposed to, because it's yours. I really appreciate, you know, the young women, especially young Black women, who are showing us what it looks like to live in luxury. But I think that if you overconsume that type of content, it can make you feel like you're not doing good enough in your life. Seeing girls like, I just watched this video about this girl who felt like she couldn't relate to Kelly Stamps anymore. I love Kelly Stamps, okay? And I love watching a lot of these other influencers who started somewhere and they grew, and now they're getting the things that they worked for, that they deserve. And we should aspire to be those kinds of people too, to do what we love and be authentic, because she is very genuine to herself, very authentic in who she is, and has grown because she's authentically herself. And that's okay. I think a lot of people watch stuff like vlogs, travel vlogs and hauls and stuff like that to aspire to have those things, or, you know, the FOMO, or, you know, I wish I was there, or I wish I could do this, you know. So we live vicariously through other people. But when you do that too much, it could start causing self-esteem issues. And when that starts to happen, you got to be careful with that, because your life is your life, their life is their life, and you don't know what it took for them to get there. You don't know what they had to do to get in the position that they're in. Like, perfect example, a lot of these influencers now are young girls in their teens and 20s. A lot of them have the time to post content and go out and take pictures and record videos and all of that, because they're still living at home. If they don't live at home, most of the time they don't have children, so they have more time, and their money isn't being spread out to all of these different things, like maintaining a household, maintaining children. And I think a lot of women who didn't get to follow their dreams and didn't get to do all the things that they wanted to do in their 20s kind of look back at that like, man, I wish I would have done this when I was younger. Man, I wish I could have done this. And that's kind of unhealthy. You still have the opportunity to follow your dreams and do everything that you want to do. And there's a girl here on YouTube, I think it's McKenna Walker. She is the perfect example of a mom who does very good content, and she maintains her household and her children, and she still takes care of herself. I love her channel, and I don't even have kids. But it's watching content like that that shows me, you know, and other people, that it's possible and what the possibilities are. But with anything, and I said this before, make sure that you're consuming content that is good for your mindset, that's good for your health, that's good for your mental health, that motivates you and promotes healthy living in your mind. Sometimes our minds can be what is causing us the most harm. Negative self-talk, I say this all the time. You have to consume things that are good for you. Food-wise, media-wise, everything. Consume things that are good for you. And I think once we really, you know, get away from consuming other people's lives and focus on our own lives, that's when we really become that girl. That's when we really become the best version of ourselves, and we reach our highest self by focusing on us. Yeah. I know that was a bit of a tangent, a bit of a rant, but this has really been on my mind. You know, seeing the whole black girl luxury argument on TikTok. We deserve luxury. We deserve luxury. And if that angers you, that black women are excelling and exceeding and loving on themselves, then that's a problem with you. I think that a lot of times when we see stuff like that and we have unresolved insecurities and jealousies, it turns into an argument of why those people shouldn't have something. We are very deserving. We work very hard, and I love seeing black women love on themselves. I love seeing black women love on each other. That's really all I wanted to come and talk about today. Love on yourself in 2022. Make loving you completely and fully a goal. And remember, if you can't find the peace, create it and be your own. That's all I got for you all today. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful 2022. And I'll catch you in the next video.